results for Techiman South. This is what he said.
It's supposed to be on fallout from yesterday's elections, which were conducted within the Techiman South constituency. At the end of the elections, as a party which took part in the elections, we had to put together pin sheets and collate our results in what is usually referred to as a parallel vote tabulation, so that we can have our figures and then go to electoral commission for a validation and confirmation of same. Whilst we were preparing to go to the commission yesterday, my assigns and agents who were to represent me at the center, right on reaching the collation center, which is the Divisional Police Command, got attacked by some so-called macho men, young men with heavy muscles, pounced on them, seized the documents, tore them into pieces, went on to pick them up and vandalize their vehicle. The regional police command's attention was drawn to this, and indeed the IGP. Subsequently this morning, we had to join the Electoral Commission because in all things, the Electoral Commission has the official documents, and it is from them that results are put out, validated, and we all sign up to. And so we believed in that and attended the process. Around 11 a.m., while the process was underway, a young man entered, supposedly being one of these macho men, acting on behalf of my opponent, and begged everybody that we will have to put the exercise to a stop. They had won executive power, and they insist on being declared winners of the parliamentary election. He went on and attempted to attack some officers, but then the policemen beckoned him out, as is seen in several videos and pictures circulating on social media. He returned back after an hour and a half. This time around, ordered everybody step out. And people found all kinds of offensive things on him, so everybody succumbed. He searched on the Electoral Commission officer who was conducting the process, held the documents, tore them into pieces, and instigated outright commotion. At this point, everybody was running out, and including the police. We thought that the police would have maintained some order. Unfortunately, they themselves were running for their dear lives. Their impact was highly negligible. I mean, they were helpless, lack of capacity to act. There was a crowd outside who at this point began throwing stones, a crowd of NDC party members, throwing stones and vandalizing materials of the Electoral Commission, from ballot box to other election materials. Windows were destroyed. The burglary proof of the building destroyed. Came in there, looked for everybody. This went on for about 4 hours. And so we had to, through the regional commander, speak to the IGP and other service heads. Subsequently, after some hours, they came to the rescue of those trapped in there. And all of this, what was unfolding, we were all there. And then came to rescue everybody from the building. But considerable amount of damage had been caused to all election materials, the police's premises, the building, and everything.
He is the current MP for the Techiman South constituency and also the minister in charge of local government, rural development and decentralization. He's been named as part of President Akufo-Addo's transition team, but his constituency, the election results have not been declared as yet by the Electoral Commission. So clearly, his fate is not known as we speak. But this particular constituency really was bound to have some of these issues, especially because of the history of what happened in 2020 and the fact that the NDC has also had at that time held that view that they won that election, but for the violence that led to the death of the 8 people. So going into this election, it was quite clear what the focus was going to be and how things were going to play out. But a group that described themselves as the concerned youth group of the area, say they want the election results declared in the next 24 hours. Felix Poku speaks for them.
Explain. We gave the EC 24 hours. So we are expecting tomorrow by now, the EC should be able to come out to tell us something. As the next decision will be petitioning the stakeholders and the police so that Techiman youth will demonstrate to know that we are serious about what we are talking about. Thank you very much. And we also called you just to let you know the happenings of Techiman after, even during, before and after the elections. I believe we were all here when we had a peaceful election. Based on what happened in 2020, we were thinking something different can occur in Techiman, but it was on a different note. We actually had a peaceful election in Techiman. When we compare the election that was held here to what happened in the whole Ghana, I can confidently tell you that Techiman was one of the peaceful places that the election were conducted over here. And